Hi, I'm Steve Decker, Assistant Superintendent of Lacey Township Public Schools, and welcome to Spotlight on Education. Hi, welcome to Spotlight on Education. I'm so excited about today's program because I love to eat. I love food, but I have to say, school lunch is not the way it used to be. It's not sloppy joes anymore, slapped on a plate, which is what I had for lunch. Kids nowadays have so many options, so let's check it out. Today's show, we're going to show all the things that are happening in Lacey Township with school lunches. Let's go. Hi, today we're going to talk about our Child Nutrition Service Program. And with me today is the director of our Child Nutrition Service Program, DeCaro. Hi, Crystal, how are you?
Hi, Steve, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, great. So today I wanted to talk about our nutrition program. Parents don't really know a lot about the nutrition program unless they're really going on the website and looking. So we wanted to make this video so we can share all the great things that are happening in our child nutrition program with parents and the options that their children have to eat. So let's start with the breakfast program, the school breakfast program. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So I appreciate this opportunity to have a video to highlight all the programs and opportunities we have in our district. So Lacey Township participates in 3 state and federally assisted programs, and that is the school breakfast program, the school national lunch program, and also the special milk program. The special breakfast program, that involves giving breakfast to students early in the morning, typically a half hour before the school day starts, and then a half hour after the school bell rings. It is still available for students to come up. Either it's a grab and go option, or they still have the availability to eat in the classroom or the cafeteria.
So what kind of options do they have in the breakfast?
So breakfast,
is it like IHOP?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We have a few different choices just because we know kids have very picky appetites, and we have assorted bagels every day available, assorted muffins, different donuts, everything that's whole grain rich and nutritionally compliant. However, every day we have a hot option on our breakfast menu, such as today we had veggie quiches that were made from scratch that have the opportunity to put in local fresh ingredients such as broccoli and Swiss cheese and help to get kids to try new things in a way that's tasty but still healthy.
Great, healthy options, which is great because we want to promote healthy eating. Just to pick up on one of the words that you used, compliant. So parents can understand we have to follow specific federal guidelines with our lunch program and breakfast program, correct?
We do. So because we are state and federally funded, we have to make sure that we follow these nutrition guidelines that have a set requirement when it comes to the trans fat, the sodium, the intake of the calories, and making sure that on a weekly and daily basis, they're getting their requirements that are nutritionally sound.
Okay, so the school is providing lunches that fulfill a requirement of nutritional value for a week. And
yes.
We have to follow those guidelines.
Yes, and we cannot go over it as well. And all the ingredients make sure to follow nutrition guidelines so that we are being healthy and compliant.
Awesome. So another thing is our lunch program. And just before we go to the lunch program, the breakfast program, parents should really take advantage of that, right?
They absolutely should, because breakfast, we all know, is the most important meal of the day for many reasons. It helps them to have attention throughout the day. They won't be cranky, they won't be unruly, they'll be able to pay attention in class, and it helps them to feel full and happy throughout the day and last through lunch. Sure. We also realize that some of these children don't have the option to get a healthy breakfast, so we want to make sure that we have that availability for them.
Well, sometimes families are, it's busy in the morning, everybody's running around trying to get to work, life is hectic, and we understand that, and we want to help parents to be able to provide their child with a good, nutritious breakfast.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about our lunch program, because I've went to some of the schools and I've looked at our lunch program, and we have loads of choices for students, right?
Yes, I'm very excited that we've opened up our selections to be able to be inclusive of many diets, many different tastes, to make sure that students have something that they want when they come into the cafeteria. We have different choices such as all different sandwiches, whether they're deli, peanut butter and jelly, or specialty salads. We have parfaits that have all various fruits in them, and most of them are fresh fruits inside of them, with granola as well. We make sure that we have bagels in case they want a bagel for lunch, and then we also have every day a hot option on our lunch menu that is usually extremely tasty and something that kids want to eat.
The hot option, for a second, when we visited the middle school today, the hot option was a tortellini.
Yes.
It looked really good.
Yeah, and it was something different with Alfredo sauce.
Right.
So that's something we wanted to try, something new. We know kids like tortellini. Not everyone has tried Alfredo sauce, so we wanted to try a little spin on it to get kids more interested and try something different.
And I see that there's soup options as well.
There is. So we do have soup available at the middle school and the high school, so that way any of the older children can serve themselves and have soup if they would like as a lunch option. We also have hot and fresh oatmeal that's available with a topping bar at the middle school and high school every day.
And I noticed at the middle school when we visited, they had made some fresh for the dessert. I can't remember what.
Yes, the pretzels.
The pretzels,
they do a great job with our a la carte options. Every day throughout all the schools, not just the middle school, but we have throughout all the schools hot and fresh baked goods, such as the pretzels that we saw. You know, for Valentine's Day, we had the heart pretzels. They decorated them with the sugar that's red to get them excited. We have Oreo churros. We do different things with cookies, and then sometimes we'll even have promotions on certain menu days to help get kids excited, and they'll get something free with a meal purchase, like a whole grain fresh baked cookie or a pretzel or something like that.
And parents could see what is going to be served for lunch on our website, correct? So
they can.
They can see in advance what their child has as options.
They can. It's updated every month on the school website. It's usually posted in advance, about a month ahead. You can always go online and check. Both the breakfast and the lunch menus are always available. You can also call your cafeteria and get a paper copy if you ever need as well, because they always have copies available.
So what are some of the drink options too? I know probably milk, right? And juice.
We have various selections of milk. So we make sure actually to also have lactose-free milk. Okay. We're hoping to see that if there are more students that want plant-based milks as well, we might start to incorporate that into our meal plan. Right now we have 1% milk, fat-free milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, and we have our lactose-free milk. That's included with a meal.
And juices.
And juices.
Okay,
and we
great.
have an array of juices as well, like your apple, fruit punch, things like that.
And there's also always a vegetable included in a lunch, correct?
Vegetable and fruit.
A vegetable and a fruit.
We make sure that they select both if they would like. They have an option to choose 5 of the components for a meal, but they only have to select 3. Okay. But we, of course, encourage them to choose both.
And that's where the balance comes in, right?
Yes.
The fruit and the vegetable,
yes.
The balance. Oh, wonderful. So let's talk about allergies, because that's a big thing.
It is.
So allergies, I know a lot of parents are concerned about allergies, as they should be. And we're concerned as a school district about allergies. Now, the normal course of action is that parents have a discussion with the nurse, the school nurse. The school nurse informs the cafeteria, the school, their teacher, classroom teacher, so we can help to monitor. But we really want to partner, and I think it's important for the school district to partner with parents to help educate students to make good choices about what they're eating and avoid allergy products that could affect them. I know that we have some tasting options, like when you do some, could you explain that for a moment?
Yes, absolutely. So we do demonstration taste testing, sometimes in the classroom, sometimes we do it in the cafeteria. And whenever we do this, it's to provide the children with an opportunity to either try something new that's going to be coming up on the menu, or it's something that's already on the menu, and we want to see their feedback when it comes to that.
And you promote that over the website. You're
Yes.
going to promote that with a flyer. I noticed recently we put a flyer up about a tasting that's coming up, and you've pretty much bolded in red, talk to your child about allergies and potential allergies with this product maybe that we may be having a tasting on, right?
Yes, and we're lucky enough that all of the principals are great that when they send out a weekly email to all of the parents, they're including this flyer that's created in that email so that parents are aware there is a tasting coming up to educate your child on the allergen risks. I put the major allergens on there that are going to be included in the product, as well as what the product looks like, all of the ingredients that are included on it, and I make sure to include my phone number in case parents ever have any questions or concerns. The other thing with that too is all of our food service staff are trained when it comes to food handler certification, and even our cooks are ServSafe handler certified. So we make sure that we avoid cross-contamination. We're very aware of the allergen risks, and as long as we continue to have that collaboration with the parents communicating to the school nurse and a school nurse communicating with us, we're able to note the accounts and make sure that whenever they go through the lunch lines, we are aware of their allergies so that should something cross on their tray that shouldn't be there, we're able to stop it before it gets to be too.
So we're trying to be
troublesome.
proactive. We're trying to work with parents. I noticed we have a new thing on our website. You've posted some documents about allergens, allergies, how to discuss it with your child. So those are good resources for parents to use to engage their child with these discussions and to work with us as partners. So that could be found on our website. We have recently really promoted child nutrition on the front page of our website so that parents can click on that link and be brought right to the child nutrition page.
Yes.
So they don't have to go searching for it. So it's kind of like right in the forefront,
Very
which we
easy.
want. Okay, good. And it is really important for parents to have those discussions about allergies with their students.
It truly is. It needs to come from all aspects. You know, it needs to come from the school nurses. It needs to come from the parents. It needs to also come from the responsibility of the student themselves to take accountability on what their allergies are, because as they grow up, they need to just know and be safe.
Great. Another thing we want to try to promote too is if you're having a party, to use the child nutrition department to purchase products to be used for the party, because we don't want people to bring homemade goods in, because that does tie into the allergy problem. We don't know what a well-intended parent made in their kitchen to be brought into the school that could have some component in their product that is an allergic reaction for one of our students. Whereas if we go through the child nutrition department, we can control it. It's a controlled environment, and it's
we
really
can avoid that risk.
Right, and it's actually part of the biohazard policies of the state of New Jersey.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to thank you so much for talking to me today. Child nutrition is so important. It's so important for kids to be healthy, and we need to work with parents to make that happen.
Absolutely, we do, and I sincerely appreciate this opportunity because, like you said, it is crucial, and we want to make sure that Lacey Township is as healthy and has an overall wellness that can just continue to get better and go on to be better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank everyone for joining our program today. It was so important to talk about child nutrition today, and I want to encourage all parents to visit the Lacey School website, and on the front page you'll be able to access the nutrition website. There you will find menus for the month. You will also find very important information on how to have discussions with your child about allergies, allergic reactions to product, and how to make good nutritional choices in their lives. I want to thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.